I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 136. Let's focus on verses 3 through 9. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of hosts, for his mercy endures forever. To him who alone does great wonders, for his mercy endures forever. To him who by wisdom made the heavens, for his mercy endures forever. To him who laid out the earth above the waters, for his mercy endures forever. To him who made the great lights, for his mercy endures forever. The sun to rule by day, for his mercy endures forever. The moon and stars to rule by night, for his mercy endures forever. Now, I think it's easy to think that today's psalmist is speaking strictly about God the Father. That is because most of us are familiar with the Christmas nativity story of Jesus' birth. But we must remember that before Jesus was born as a baby in a manger in Bethlehem, he has existed as the Messiah from eternity. He is God made flesh. The idea is not some modern Christian idea imposed upon Judaism. It was the understanding of the Jewish prophets that Messiah would be God born as a baby in the flesh. For instance, Micah chapter 5, verse 2. But you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me the one to be ruler in Israel. Get this, whose goings forth are from of old, from everlasting, from eternity. When the Apostle John began his gospel by boldly proclaiming Jesus' deity, he was not inventing some new cultic myth. John was simply writing the traditional Jewish misunderstanding of the prophet's message concerning who the Messiah would be. Messiah was not a man whom God would use to deliver his people, a guy like Moses or Daniel or Joseph. Rather, God himself put on humanity in order to deliver his people and the world. John chapter 1, verses 1 through 14. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. This man came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light, that the true light, which gives light to every man coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. So again, the Messiah is eternal. We know him as Jesus. Before he came as a baby, born in Bethlehem, Messiah was both present and active throughout the Old Testament. Here's a way that he was active in the Old Testament. The Apostle Paul told the church in Corinth in 1 Corinthians 10, verses 1 through 4. Moreover, brethren, I do not want you to be unaware that all of our fathers were under the cloud, speaking of the Exodus. All passed through the sea. All were baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea. All ate the same spiritual food, manna. All drank the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them. And that rock was Christ. He was the Messiah. The same Messiah that today's psalmist is depending upon is the same Messiah who is the rock of our salvation. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. You know, Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. We need your monthly support now more than ever. Donating is secure and it's easy at our website, groundworksministries.com. Another way to help is to tell people about Groundworks Ministries. You can share these podcasts with friends and family and on your social media. Of course, you can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.